mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Under center, it'll be the former UCLA Bruin, Josh Rosen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got three down.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 3rd down, Rosen. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Trubisky will throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
What you got?
And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken in at the 22. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Now a draw play with Dixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a good shot.
A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. 3 down, 3 down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rosen. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of Utah. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Tight ends Ringo, tight ends on Ringo, tight ends on Ringo.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now it's Rosen looking. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. Well, they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. He's to the 10. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way down to the 5. His 1st catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Rosen on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rosen. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd and short. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. It's Mixon on the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. A first down carry for Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 39, Rosen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Joe Mixon. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Rosen to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Trubisky throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Trubisky. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. Throw left side complete. It's Barker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because when they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them, and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. That's Stills bringing it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Trubisky will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Mixon with it, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Mixon on the draw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Saquon Barkley. Now after the play, oh, man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up, switch up.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Dixon, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Once again, they run with Mixon.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Yeah, baby, boom!
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A draw play for Mixon, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Dixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Barker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rosen. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
This is Mixon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He finds Taylor, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expected to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. The big fella. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
On third down, Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Ross. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. The Giants on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Baby, let's go. Let's go. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
One's the mic. Watch one.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man left. 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now it's Rosen looking. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it'll be 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rosen. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Rosen will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now this throw caught left side, and they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Key the tight end.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now it's Rosen, and Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
57. Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rosen on first down. And that is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Deep all day. Defense all day.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, it's Rosen. Finds his tight end, Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. What a game this has turned out to be, and what a touchdown right there.
How about when scheme and talent match up? Because they absolutely had to have that. When they had to find their way into the end zone to take the lead, they get it to their wide receiver. He gets that done for them. And now they get to look at their defense and say, guys, make it stand up.
Now, that's the only way it would have been more ideal is if you put it in the end zone with 1 second or 0 seconds on the clock, but beggars can't be choosers.
Not at all. And whose heart wants to deal with that anyway? Go ahead and score while you've got the opportunity.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 5, 2 minutes to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50 seconds, Mike. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
New York set to take the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rosen on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.